Okay. Ooh, splat. Hey, it's transparent.
It was very good of PC Chandler to let us pass. He said no one has touched the corpse. It's the perfect opportunity for us to put our skills to the test. Watson, let's not waste it.
Are we gonna end up rolling on the ground again?
So, Doctor, shall we examine our victim?
Ah, I'm tired, Holmes. I'm not sure if I am in a state to do this work.
Come, Watson, there's little time. Show me what you're made of.
Wake up. Smell the corpse.
Oh, my God.
Pray, Watson, pull yourself together.
It's just
Can
a
you
little
establish
massacre.
the time of the crime?
The extremities of the corpse are cold and rigor mortis is beginning to set in. I would say that the murder was committed over 2 hours ago, before 4:30 a.m.
Okay. Thank you. Why does she turn into a little... Okay, let's have a look at these.
A piece of coarse muslin. 2 combs, curiously arranged.
The victim's feet are very orderly. These items belong to the killer. These items belong to the victim. These items fell at the moment of the murder. A Chapman struggled greatly. Chapman possesses some feminine items. The murderer searched a Chapman. I think that's right. The murderer likes combs. The murderer is unfeeling and organized. The murderer panicked. Unfeeling and organized. Yeah. Well done there.
Now, let's look at the stomach, or at least what remains of it.
It's dreadful, Holmes. Who could do that to someone?
Barnes?
That's what you're here for, Watson. Tell me what this man has done.
The stomach has been entirely opened and... Oh, my God. A number of organs have been removed.
I could do the butt again.
Organs were removed, Watson. They weren't ripped out.
Not at all, Holmes. On the contrary, this is clearly the work of an expert. I couldn't have done any better myself. And the uterus is missing.
Someone's building a woman. Okay, next. Look at my stuff here. Love having a space bar. London, August, what's it? M2S.
A torn envelope. It smells of rubbing alcohol. It contains 3 pills. I will take 1. 2 should suffice for the police.
Take 2, call me in the morning. Alright.
There are no trails on the ground. There's no sign of a struggle.
Organs are over there.
Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
That's not the same woman I saw earlier.
A bruise. Look at her neck. What can you tell me?
There
2
are
cuts.
2 incisions.
The victim's face appears to have bruising, wouldn't you say?
Under the maxilla and cheek. There is less on the right side.
The tongue is swollen.
Next verse, same as the first. Unfortunately, spacebar does not help me on these particular screens. Kind of left on my own.
The tongue is swollen.
See anything else to look at? Looks like I got it all. Okay.
Looky here. It would seem he has a mark on his left hand.
He does? Okay, wart.
The victim must have worn a large ring or several little ones, and someone pulled them off forcefully. This detail will be very valuable, Watson. You can be sure of that.
Didn't they do the exact same thing of the other one? Is that all I need to see? Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna look out over here.
Bloodstains on the wall.
Okay. What? Alright. Look at the... What?
The blood
Hate
is
this.
a dozen inches or so from the ground. My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
The facts! Okay, So put that down, put that down. Okay, the body is cold and extremities. Rigor mortis barely started. The murder was committed over 2 hours ago. Wait. Barely 2 hours ago. Was committed after 4:30 p.m. Alright. That's not right. Chapman's murder took his time. Committed before 4:30. There we go. Okay, recent large scrap. First phalanx, middle finger. One or more rings. Chapman took off her rings. The murderer was a weak man. Murderer stole the rings. Okay, organs are missing. The uterus was removed by the hands of an expert. Killer didn't use weapons. He used a knife with a short, supple blade. No? He used a weapon of great size. Oh. The uterus was removed and taken. The uterus was eaten! Alright, now removed and taken. The killer has a knowledge of anatomy. The killer lost the uterus. The killer went into fury! Knowledge of anatomy. It was eaten. There's an incision in the right neck. An incision in the neck. The wound wound around the neck and is jerky and not all in one piece. The murderer used a bad knife. Chairman's killer drew marks on her neck. The killer wanted to remove the glots. The killer wanted to decapitate her. Drew marks on the neck. No? Decapitate? No. Okay, the mover used a very... There's an incision on the right, something in the middle of the throat. There's an incision to the right going around the neck. The wound... A very sharp knife? The Chapman wanted to decapitate her, but... Alright. You say so. I don't think so. The victim had to bruise the right jawbone. Murderer held the victim's chin with his right hand, left hand. Oh crap. Victim bruises right jawbone beneath the left cheek. So... Fuck, I never get this one right. Let's go back to here. Okay, victim was strangled. Blood enveloped near the victim's head. The envelope was brought out by the victim. The envelope drifted near the head. The victim wanted to give the envelope to the killer. Envelope fell during murder. Chapman was holding the envelope in her hand. No. Envelope lives to Chapman's killer. Envelope fell during the murder. Okay. I didn't think so. Envelope was brought out by the victim. Belongs? No. Oh. Holding it in her hand. Okay. Yeah, some of these are big leaps in logic, some of these are little leaps in logic. Blood splurt, blood on the fence. Neither footsteps nor streaks of blood on the ground. Victim was not dragged. Blood on the fence, dozen inches on the ground, blood spluttered on the wall near the stairs. The victim had her throat slit while lying down and still alive. The victim had her throat slit while lying down and already dead. Wait a minute. Blood on the fence, a dozen inches off the ground. Blood splurt. Victim had a throat slit while lying down and still alive. The victim was partially strangled and then her throat slit. Murderer cleaned the ground. Murderer took place on the premises. Oh, this one. Okay. Left hand. The murderer slit the victim's throat with his right hand. Slit the throat with the left. The killer's ambidextrous. Left-handed? Right-handed? Ambidextrous. With his left hand slit with the right. I never get this one right. Okay, Claire's right-handed.
I hear a noise coming from the street, Watson. The authorities are arriving. It's time for us to go.
Vámonos!
Holmes has been locked away in his room for days.
Baker
Always
Street,
saying
September
the same
11th.
things.
Ooh.
I'm thinking, Watson. Very
1888.
good, Watson. As you wish, Watson. But I am thinking too. So much so that I can't sleep. Annie Chapman. Good Lord.
Well, it's good he finally found something to replace that tentacle nightmare. Alright, I think with the second murder we will stop for now. So let us save our game. First time, God help us. Yes, I would like to save here. There we go, Friday, October 22nd. Okay, so here we go. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope this all renders properly and you guys, everything comes out. I'll be back later to record some more. Until then, happy Halloween. Catch you later, everybody.